Hello again. Thank you for watching this video and studying math with us. Today's video is about solving proportions. We're going to have unknown numbers in our proportion. We're going to find the unknown number, and we're also going to find it in a proportion where we have mixed numbers and decimals. And we're beginning to do algebra, and we're solving a special type of equation. And that equation is a proportion. And so students should remember from prior work that we're going to be taking this denominator times that numerator and setting it equal to this denominator times that numerator. And again, this works if we have an equal sign, and we call those cross products. And we call it a proportion. 4 numbers are used in a proportion, and if any 3 of them are known, you can find the 4th one, and that's what we're going to be doing. Here is the process. You look at the equation, recognize it's a proportion, and then you compute the cross products. Set the 2 cross products equal, and they divide both products by the number being multiplied by the x, the number next to the x, and you certainly can check your answer. Let's look at some examples. So here the directions ask us to find the unknown number x in each proportion and round the answers to the nearest tenths if necessary. So here we have a proportion, and we will know that 20 times x is equal to 10 times 8, or 80. I'm going to divide both sides by the 20. These will cancel on this side, and I will have x is equal to, and 20 goes into 80 4 times. So the answer to that problem is x is equal to 4. Now here we're going to take this times this to say 5x is equal to, and here we have to multiply 0.08 times 6.8. So let's do that. 0.08 times 6.8. We will get 64, carry the 6, and that will give us 5, 4, and we have 1, 2, 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3 decimal places, and so now we have 5x is equal to 0.544. And now we can divide both sides by 5. And we were taking then on this side, they will cancel. X is equal to, and here I'm dividing 5 going into 5, let's see, 0.544. So there's my decimal point, my answer, so it's 0.1. That gives me a 5. I will subtract 4, and I will get a 0. We're rounding to the nearest tenth, so this answer is just going to be x is approximately equal to 0.1, because they ask us to round to the nearest tenth. Now in this problem, we're going to take this x times 5, that is 5x, and on the other side we're going to have 2 over 9 times 45 over 1. Okay, so 9 goes into 9 once, 9 goes into 45 5 times, so we'll have 5x is equal to 10. We'll divide both sides by 5. We'll conclude that x is equal to 2. Sometimes the variable isn't x, it could be anything, but here we're going to let it be n. So here we're trying to find the values of n, and we want to round to the nearest hundredth this time, if necessary. So, and these units are going to remain. The answer will be n, and it's going to be kilometers. So we'll take the 5 times the 3 to get 15, and this times this will be 1.86 times n. Now we're going to divide both sides by 1.86, and on this side we're going to have n left because that will cancel with each other, and on the other side what we're going to have to do is divide 1.86 into 15.00. We'll move the decimal point 2 places like we learned to do, and there is where we'll find it, and this is going to go in there. It looks like 8 times. We will try that, and so I multiply around, and I will get 48. Carry my 4 is another 8, and I will carry the 6, and that's 14. That does work. I will subtract and bring down the 0. It doesn't go here at all. 186 will not go into 120. So I have to put a 0 and bring down another 0. And now I will say how many times does this go into this, and I'm going to say 6 times. Let's try that. 6 times 6 is 36. Put down the 6, carry the 3. I'm carrying the 3. This is 48, and 3 is 51. Carry the 5 is 11. So that works, and now what I will do is subtract, and I will have 84. I'll bring down the 0, and this is going to go in there 4 times, and 4 times that is going to be 24. Put down the 4, carry the 2, that's going to be 4, and I'll carry the 3, and we get that. And so we see we want it to round to the nearest hundredths, so our answer is going to be rounded to 8.06 is the approximate answer. So n is approximately equal to 8.06. Now we are approaching a work area, as we always do. Once I put the problems up here, you should pause the video and try to work through all the problems. After a bit, what you should do is start the video up again. I will be back, and we'll see how you did on these problems. So here are the problems that I'm posing. Some of these will be familiar because we've done them. And so please copy these down and work these. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I am back in a bit, and let's look at some answers. Again, you might very well want to pause the video to write down these answers and see how you did. Please feel free to ask questions about any you missed, and a serious student is going to want to read the book and do some more problems. But for now, I'm going to remind you that time is precious. Each day must count. Do the math. It will make you strong. Take care, and see you in class.